After high school, I could no longer figure skate. So it was a little bit of being lost in between when I was in university, trying to figure out what worked for me. And then when I found kettlebells, it was that compliment in the sense that it allowed me to pull out my competitive edge again, but also work on personal goals. My first competition didn't tell anyone I was going, and I just said, oh, I'm going to cheer on Solomon. And then I came back and I had come back with a medal, and everyone was like, what? You competed? So I was kind of very quiet about it because I didn't know how I felt about it. But after that first competition, that adrenaline rush and that desire to keep improving definitely kicks in. We're all adults, the majority of us who lift, so work and family all comes into it, and so that affects the goals. I have to kind of consider, like, what is my workload? Can I actually train for this? Right now, I'm pregnant, so being able to lift is more about just being able to continue to move and feeling comfortable with the amount of exercise I can do. So it's not about specific goals, it's more about continuing to enjoy the sport because it is something I love, and then being out there and supporting my other lifters, whether they're part of my club or another club. I think people choose kettlebells because, one, they might have one in their house and they're like, I have a kettlebell and I don't know how to use it, or I've heard of kettlebells, or they're looking for something different. At the same time, when they come here, they don't realize that there is different style kettlebell workouts. Like, you can do basic strength training with kettlebells, which we incorporate into our classes. You can do hard style movements, and then you can do sport style movements. We specifically focus on sport style. Doesn't mean that you won't see a hard style once in a while, but our main focus of the gym is kettlebell sport. But often people are attracted to it because they want to learn how to use the item. With kettlebell sport, I have lost weight. I have dropped weight classes. Like, the weight classes have kind of changed over the years that we've competed, but I initially had started in the 68 plus weight category, and then kind of worked, like, as I got stronger and my body changed, I was able to kind of drop some weight classes. I was slowly becoming less focused on my weight because that was definitely an insecurity of mine. And I became very sport focused, like goal focused. I was less obsessive about physical appearance and more about personal goals and becoming stronger and healthier. And that has really helped me as an individual as well as a professional to be able to focus on those aspects instead of being concerned about my appearance and weight. One of the key things that we constantly bring up when we discuss, like, what are our goals for the business and the club, is that we want this to be a community and we want this to be an atmosphere where everyone feels welcome. The big thing is cheering each other on. Like, the easiest thing for me to do at a competition is literally be there and encourage people, whether it be during their warm-up or during their set, and just kind of motivating them. And I think that's kind of fed into a lot of the other lifters who have joined us. They want to be able to provide that to the team as well. And that has really built the strength of the club. And you see that. And when someone walks off the platform, another lifter's gonna go and they're gonna take their bells off the platform for them. They're gonna high five them, hug them. But it's also the kettlebell community as a whole. That's how they are. That's just the sport. It's a very welcoming sport. It's a very supportive sport. And we wanted to make sure we brought that to the Nanaimo Kettlebell Club.
Yes, let's plank. Great idea.
Jeez.
Okay, 30-second plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
And that's how we want people to feel is welcomed. We constantly discuss how can we improve it. Like, we only want it to get better and for more and more people to feel welcomed and feel like they can participate.